Listen, when news about the latest release of Viktor Rolf Spicebomb Dark Leather came about, it was like a flashbang of excitement, and now it's finally here. The testing is done, and I'm ready to discuss it in all its glory. Now, if you're anything like me, you just couldn't wait to get a whiff of this bad boy, and we did the official unboxing in the video not too long ago, so make sure you check that one out after this because there's a few other bangers there as well. Now, despite the hype around this fragrance, as much as I enjoy Viktor Rolf fragrances, what we have to determine is if this one's worth your hard-earned money. So let's do this the triple B way. First off, let's talk about the bottle. Now, you know how Spicebomb fragrances just look like a bomb waiting to explode. Oh! This one's pretty much the same. Now, despite me saying this one's pretty much the same, it's also different at the same time. Now, this one's dressed in all black and it has this leather-like band across the middle of it, making it feel sleek, mysterious, and just a little bit more dangerous than the others within the collection. It's the kind of bottle that begs to be displayed front and center on your shelf. And although it's lacking in color, something about this presentation really just commands attention. And speaking of attention, let's see if this juice will garner any of that. And I can tell you, this one's pretty good. On first spray, you are hit with this blast of spicy black pepper. It's refined, it's smooth, it's bold, and although it's a bold take, there's something about this fragrance that's relatively familiar. And when I think of it being familiar, really think about like your brother or friend going off to do 4 years at college or 4 years in the military, and it's like you clearly know who he is, but there's something different about him, and it's different in a good way. Now, in wearing this fragrance and testing it, what I truly find interesting about this is how quickly it begins to transition and evolve on skin. After that initial spice, it gives way to this smoky, incense-like vibe, and then bam, that leather comes right on through. And I'm not talking about that clean, polished Sunday dress shoe leather either. This one's more rugged, kind of like a worn-in leather jacket. This one's been through some things. Personally, this is what I'm reaching for when I want to make a statement. But let me break it down a bit. The official note breakdown for Spicebomb Dark Leather features nutmeg and black pepper in the top. The heart, that includes some incense and some cinnamon, and that really just helps bring those spices together. And like I mentioned, it's done in a magnificent way. Maybe I didn't say magnificent, but that's what I meant. And then the base notes are that dark leather and tobacco accord, and those things together just give you, voila, this. But in my opinion, that black pepper, the cinnamon, and a bit of the incense, and for sure the leather are really the standout notes within this fragrance. Now, although I said that this one's rugged and gritty, it still has this warmth about it, and that's likely on account of the cinnamon and nutmeg feature within this fragrance. And when you put those together, that warm jacket comes on and just makes you feel comforting. So you're like I'm the man, but I got a soft side. For me, this one's like sitting in the bed with my heating pad and the massage gun. Now, don't judge me, that's my comfort zone, and don't knock it until you try it. But anyway, back to the scent, and this one's like the famous words of Jada Pinkett. This is an entanglement of smoke and spice. But the leather still slips in between the sheets every now and then. Now, the tobacco note is there, but it's not like a super prominent tobacco note. Don't think of Mancera's red tobacco, you're not gonna get that. This is more of a designer feel to it, which means it's more universally accepted. So this is just a subtle touch there. It's not anything that's gonna make you smell like an ashtray. So if you're not into tobacco, still consider giving this one a shot. Now, I know what you're thinking, yo B, it smells good and all, but how does it perform? And trust me, we're gonna get to that in just a minute, but before we do, let me hit you with this PSA. Listen, if you're serious about your fragrance game and wanna get more compliments, then you need to download my free ebook. It's the fragrance expert's guide to smelling your best, mastering fragrances, and boosting your confidence. Check it out after this video, it's pinned down below. Okay, so let's talk performance. Spicebomb Dark Leather is an eau de parfum, so this one is meant to be a little bit more powerful and it's packing some serious longevity. So far, during my wear test on skin, I'm getting about 8 to 10 hours in terms of longevity, and the projection on this one is decent. Let's just say people will notice you. You're gonna walk in a room, walk past them, and you're gonna turn heads. The sillage of this fragrance really just creates this aura that I have a secret, and when I'm wearing this fragrance, everyone around me just wants to know what it is. The compliment factor for Spicebomb Dark Leather has the potential to be off the charts, but really what's different when you think about it compared to all of the other Spicebomb fragrances? Those do extremely well in the compliment factor department as well. So if you're looking for a fragrance that's going to get you noticed, and I mean really noticed, then this one is it. Now, I haven't done a full-on review for quite a while, but when we talk about wearing a fragrance, it's not just about how the fragrance smells, it's about wearing it for the right occasion. Spicebomb Dark Leather is a cooler weather fragrance, so think fall evenings, winter nights, or even on those cooler spring days when the air is hitting just right. Now, to me, this is not a fragrance that I'm going to rush to wear during the summer. However, Viktor Rolf are marketing this fragrance as one that you can wear in the cold weather, obviously, but as well as summer nights. And I think that you have to be very particular and specific on when you choose to wear this one, especially if you're doing it in the summer. Now, despite me saying that this fragrance is rugged, I would say that it has a universal appeal, but this thing still has a bit of attitude. So just remember that if you're wearing this one to a work event. Not saying that this one wouldn't work, because I would definitely wear it to work. Now let's talk about the price point on this one. For 100 ml, you can expect to pay right around 140 bucks. However, if you download the free ebook like I told you, then I am giving away a bottle of Viktor Rolf Spicebomb Dark Leather. If you made it to this point in the video, then you are in for a treat. Just follow the instructions down below and you could be walking away with an extra couple sprays. Yeah. But if you don't win, you can pick this one up from the usual suspects. So think Sephora, Macy's, Dillard's, you know, all the big box retailers. They should have this one ready to go. So what's my final verdict? Listen, for me, this one is a 9 out of 10. I am a huge fan of Viktor Rolf fragrances, and this one is no different. It smells amazing, it jumps off the skin, the compliment factor is there, the wearability is there, and it just lives up to the Viktor Rolf name. So no matter if you're looking for a new fragrance to add to your collection, or you just want to try something different to spice up your life, then you should look into rocking this one for sure. All right, my guy, if you enjoyed this video, then click here to see what happened when I picked up popular men's fragrances with 1-star reviews.